Brilliant 12-year-old girl with a $125 budget completely improves her family's home in just 10 days. Bee was bored and stuck around the house because of lockdown. Her story is similar to that of a lot of kids who were suddenly forced into homeschooling in 2020. However, her mom came up with an idea. Originally, it was just to give the 12-year-old something to do, but it quickly grew from there. It all started when the interior decorator asked her daughter to measure a wall for paneling. It grew into so much more. At first, Bee did what her mom asked and started to measure the wall. She was unsure about it in the beginning, but her mom showed her how, so she would feel comfortable with what she was doing. From there, Bee decided to do the paneling of the wall herself. Then, she started looking around at the rest of the house for something to improve. Bee wasn't done yet. It turned out that Bee was actually a natural. She's very precise in her work, and it showed in the results. By the time she had finished with the office, her confidence had grown and she was ready for a bigger project. The kitchen made it to the top of her list. However, everything was closed due to the coronavirus, so there wouldn't be any purchasing of new cupboards. She had to find a way to work with what she already had. Bee decided that mismatched paint would go perfectly in the kitchen and got to work with a very small budget. The simple changes and a few layers of paint, along with some detailed work, resulted in a drastically different look for the kitchen. It ended up being absolutely picture perfect. It was astounding for the work of a 12-year-old without any prior experience. If there is any proof that interior decorating is inherited, this might be it. She clearly got the skill from her mom. As the days went on, Bee found other projects around the house to work on. Not only did each room look stunning, but they kept a lot of the same feel as the kitchen and office, creating a nice flow throughout the house. Every room blends into the next one. During the process, the 12-year-old learned how to work with an electric drill, sander, tile cutter, handsaw, stencils, and a level. She was picking up the tools of the trade with ease. No wonder her work looked so professional. She was using the right tools for the job. As for the cost, they ended up spending around $125 on extra items to complete the multitude of projects. The rest came from materials around the house and items that could be reused or repurposed. This masterpiece was done on a tight budget, although you wouldn't know it just from looking at it. All the work looks professionally done. It took about 10 days to get through all of the rooms. Once Bee got started, she wasn't going to stop until the entire job, or the entire house in this case, was complete. Her level of dedication to a project is admirable.